I've been driving lows and I left it in the neck. Using that dog chakra. I do want to know I can't you. I don't need no chopper, so this is so proper. My life is so proper. If you fuck with me, you gonna need more doctors. Hang out with your girls and me. When we go for girl in the streets. When we with the twirl up the streets. No girl in the world to me. I don't think about it like it's a fighting. But you think you all is righteous. I don't think I'm out of pipe it. I might just call your baby mama trifling. Cause she well known. Had a lot of time when you was in jail, homes. You need to ask a bitch why she got a fucked up tailbone. Yeah, let me catch my stash. 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 It's a fucking right and the left. It's a fucking right and the left. Alright now, let me catch my stash. 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 It's a fucking right and the left. It's a fucking right and the left. Alright now, light that candle. Light that candle. Sprinkle that bless out. Sprinkle that bless out. This shit that you're arrange. Got me not feeling your game. In an esoteric spaceship, I'm just trying to fill in my day. Alright, this shit that's gonna remain. Got me caught up in feelings of pain. Even though things seem different sometimes, it still be the same. She's good in the building. Started off out in the flame. In a whole nother existence. When I go chill on a plane, yeah, go sounding like Wayne. Over the hills of a flame. Archangel, you're a yellow bitch, and I hope the films that I create. When I'm on the dance floor, I'm breaking necks like the UFC. When you started dancing, that's when I realized you had 2 left feet. Nobody cool as me. Don't let them problem, man. Alright now. I saw me some contraband. Nobody higher than fall for the Taliban. Yeah. Let me catch my stash. 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 It's a it's a alright now. Let me catch my stash. 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 It's a the dancing queen, yeah. High school, the piano class. High school, the music class. The dancing queen. Y'all ain't catch that. Y'all ain't catch that. Y'all ain't catch that. We're gonna wait 12 minutes and stuff. We're gonna break down three flight tarot card readings and stuff like that for our zodiacs. And what's gonna be the energy, what to do, what may be the outcome. You know what I'm saying? So what situation you in, what you gotta do, what might be the outcome. And that's gonna be the third card and things of that nature. Because we switching it up from business, love, and career. And we're gonna switch it up to just make it all about you. You know what I'm saying? Then other energies might participate. Thank you so much for the donation. Be the all, Brad. I appreciate that from the bottom of our World PBS channel. Real PBS channel. Real stuff. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be in this energy where there's going to be situation you in, what you need to do, what may be the outcome. Now, it's your choice to participate with these energies, and it's not saying that in divination, this is the end all and be all. That might not even necessarily play out in that specific way, but it's a possibility due to the fact of if you're jumping in the energy of standing on business. If you jumping in the energy of standing on business, then for the most part, boom, you might be good to go when it comes to being aware of these energies. You ain't standing on business, probably ain't good. Sit your bash down. Sit your bash. Don't be bashful.
I'm saying, because the energies, it varies, especially when you the reader. You got to make sure that you vary. You just not saying any old thing and making up divinations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Making up weird divination face. Where else? Oh, okay, we 5 minutes. But yeah, before we get into that, welcome to Moon and Scorpio season. You know what I'm saying? With the Moon and Scorpio, like, you know what I'm saying? Something got to be transformed. I broke down the houses earlier. The few alignments you just got to pay attention to. We're going to have access to creating opportunities when it comes to opening up our throat chakras. Standing on business as far as our passions, motivations, and our desires. And as far as the things that we love, appreciate, and value, and that we relate to, those are going to be the things that we get this extra juice, try to power up. Saying little mystical flunkness energies and stuff like that, and then you might feel like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for my passions, motivations, or sexual urges or something. I'm saying y'all know how y'all just that phase season too. Anytime we got energies in Scorpio, it's a little phase season. So a lot of y'all probably just went through something, went through a breakup or something like this. Real open time full of mistakes. I was saying, or some of y'all might want to get out of y'all situation. Who's to say? Scorpio is the time to do it though. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio is always that time that, you know what I'm saying, get a little frisky and stuff. You get a little dark. You know what I'm saying? Certain people that you supposed to know and put them in the light of certain situations, they don't be in the light of that situation. They be like in the dark of that situation during any time. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the moon going in you know what I'm saying? Scorpio line ass energy. Line bash. Don't be bashful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know that. Put that in the transcript, YouTube. Bashful. And therefore you be straight and be in the right world. Don't be bashful though. You know what I'm saying? And then therefore, our throat chakras will be open, our passions will go through smoothly, and the things that we love, appreciate, and value, we'll be able to compromise, come up with better decisions on how to compromise it. But, you know what I'm saying, you could go overboard, get it extremely too toxic, and end up stinging yourself right now, thinking that you're standing on business with the moon being a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a situation where it's like, you thought it was the right decision, you stung someone, you stung yourself, and it might only look good at the time that the moon is in Scorpio, and you ain't gonna realize you made a mistake. Probably to the moon going like into Sagittarius, going into Scorpio and stuff like that. Then that's when you kind of be like, oh, okay, I don't know what I did. I don't want that job. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just dealing with habits and all that stuff, sexual urges either. It's about passions in general. So you might even go for a job that you kind of didn't care for in the first place, but Scorpio, moon and Scorpio might make you feel like, well, maybe I can or something like that. Like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to be a time where you might not get hired yet or something like that. Moon going to Capricorn. You know, you feel a whole different way. And here goes this manager calling you saying, hey, remember you filled out this application or something like that? Then you got a second question and stuff like that. Do you even care still about that job? Like that, sometimes Moon and Scorpio be playing out like that too. Sometimes stuff play out like that too. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be extra aware that you don't let this internal intensity, energy go towards things it don't necessarily need to go towards, because it is gonna give you that passion. It is gonna give you that little courage or whatever, like that little juice. But if you planted bad seeds and stuff like that, it's gonna give you that little juice to do for those bad seeds. So it might be like negative. You might got to sting yourself or sting someone else to get out of a circumstance that you didn't mean to manifest, as like how I just broke down, how we can do in all these energies, but it play out and it hit the fan in Scorpio. And if it ain't a situation that played out for others yet, that'll be the time it start to play out, to accumulate when the moon is in Scorpio for those specific individuals. So it'd be like the real kind of synchronicity you got to pay attention to anytime the moon is transiting. And the moon is transiting is Scorpio. Once it go into Sagittarius, that means being aware about something. express something, get out of some type of stuck cage about something, whether that's a moral system, whether that's a physical circumstance, however the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this things you got to get out of that you probably is, if you don't, it's going to start to accumulate and become like a moral system. Then you might be thinking whatever you're doing is the right thing until God show you like a whole bunch of experiences that it ain't. It's just something you lost in your mind, and the faster you get rid of it, the faster you'll be able to participate in something that's actually could be beneficial for you. So play out like that too. Let things of that nature where we start talking about how the moon going to play out. It's going to oppose Jupiter. It's already opposing Jupiter. So we might feel, some people may feel extremely comfortable with jumping into new experiences, and others may feel highly uncomfortable with jumping in new experiences. But it ain't going to be no in between. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a whole bunch of people justifying excuses not to jump into new experiences, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people making excuses to jump into a new experience and things of that nature. So it's like that when it comes to extreme, based upon how you actually move. Put the back on there. Almost based upon if you're the type of individual that's more catered into like money, material, maternal, or planning, or you're more of the type of individual that's just let your feelings guide the circumstance and situation, and that'll let you know you're going to do this energy, but you're either going to do it more in the Jupiter and Taurus like way, or the Moon and Scorpio type way. So that'd be that kind of energy too. So let me hear it run through these Aries and Pisces. So the first card is going to be about the situation at hand. The middle card is going to be about what you need to do, and the third card is going to be about what's the possible outcome and things of that nature. And we want to make sure we transmute everything that is in your favor, not just negative. But if so happens a sign do get some negative energy and things of that nature, there may be a few other things you need to do to clear up what you need, what you got going on at this time, in order to go forward with whatever that you're trying to stand on business about. And in all them circumstances and stuff. Real up. Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this, I think I need about like a good 7-8 hours or something like that worth of sleep. Said I know cat nap here, cat nap here, there. Shoot. All right, let's get it. Now we're gonna start off with Aries, all the way to Pisces. Let's see if we get flow. All right, flight tarot card reading for now. I said I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. I'm saying, when it comes to all realms of realities, all circumstances, I'm gonna be dropping a tarot card deck. I'm just gonna start like these. It's gonna have the real symbols on there and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be starting that next week. So y'all know how to like do tarot on yourself or do tarot for others, and have a spiritual deck in the middle of all those flunked out Greek decks that you'll show, and you probably won't even be able to monetize that video because it got some old Greek Mason on there naked, and they ain't cross other geographical locations to realize that there's like such thing as a comparing and contrasting mechanism. So now that they start to get with the program a little late, you ain't allowed to have them type of tarot. You ain't allowed to have them type of tarot cards. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Valentina. Was that Cash? I don't even know. Was that Twitter? I don't know what that was. Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mars. All right, first card. First card is the Two of Clubs. So the situation itself is you having to think about your material, your money, your stability, your security, your support, your safety, your shelter, your planning, your material, your maternal, if I didn't say that already. So Taurus energy or earth-like qualities, that's the scenario you in. You're worried about planning, worrying might be a specific thing, or more entertaining towards your status and what you're known for. Now what you need to do is Jack of Jack of Diamonds. Start associating your gifts, talents, because it's the Aquarius card with the fire element. Start associating your gifts and talents, your passions, your motivations, or how you get attention or give it. And start expressing these things, or express these things amongst an association or group think tank or whatever the case may be, so you can start to accumulate or start to speed up the process of whatever that you're doing as far as your passions and your motivations and your desires. So stability, security, and money and foundation or planning for expressing amongst associations, or associate yourself with some type of passion, motivation, or some type of desire, and like-minded individuals to speed up the process. And this could be the possible outcome. Some type of cup in your surroundings, in your environment, or some type of communication about a heart chakra, about some emotion or some feeling or some type of stuff in your environment, or something dealing with the water element that needs to be communicated through the lens of Gemini. Now, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. So that's the situation. That's what you need to do with the situation, and that could possibly be the outcome. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venuses. First card, Queen of Hearts. So, taking some faith and belief into some type of emotional stability, or getting more comfortable with your dreams and imaginations, because that's the Pisces card with the cup. So add Scorpio and Cancer there. So the situation that you're dealing with right now is needing to learn how to get more comfortability, or have more faith and belief in your dreams, imaginations, and your fantasies and stuff like that, and start to get deeply connected with these things, transform what you need to transform, so you can start initiating that new mood in some way, shape, or form. So what you need to do when you gain more faith and belief in some type of emotional stability or creativity in some way, shape, or form, or emotional support, you need to start communicating about the practicality of it, because the second card that came out is Three Clubs. So that's so the Three of Clubs, Three of Pentacles. You having to communicate, open up your throat chakra within your environment about something that deals with stability, security, support, safety, shelter, material, maternal, something that could ground, that you could communicate it in your friend circle or your environment, that could ground this newfound faith and belief you're going to have in this emotional stability or creative ability in some way, shape, or form. Organic, start believing in yourself, and start putting your money where your mouth is. It ain't got to be with money, but your stability, your security, your support where your mouth is and stuff. You understand? AKA start having that security and support energy around the things you have faith and belief in. And this could possibly be the outcome. Hold on. The third card that come out. Ooh. Another one. So you got you lacking faith and belief. You got to create a sword. Get out of some negative faith and belief. Get out of some negative Pisces energy, some negative delusion, some negative faith and belief that you know ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Or not what you need to do. That could possibly be the outcome. F, you go ahead and start putting faith and belief in that little cup of your emotional stability in some way, shape, or form. Start opening up your throat chakra so it can sound like you're planning for it or trying to gain stability or get a job or work on it in some way. And the outcome could possibly be you having that as a sword. You cutting out of that negative, all those negative faith and beliefs based upon these new ones you creating that you could go for. So for the most part, that could possibly be the outcome. A Queen of Swords. You cutting out that old and outdated faith and belief. Because now you realize you have to open up your throat chakra and stand on business about believing in yourself more. All right, now Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Mercury's. First card that came out. Now this is the scenario. You feeling like yourself is cut out, or you having to cut yourself out of something in some way, shape, or form. So Ace of Swords, or so with the Ace of Swords is like individually cutting yourself out, or individually talking to yourself, uh, self-downing yourself on some way, shape, or form. So this might be the scenario that might be playing out currently, or you needing to create some type of isolation because you're too distracted. So this might be the situation at the moment. The next card is what you need to do. Four of spades or four of swords. So you might need to take some type of Cancer energy or home or some type of discussion within the home that needs to have some type of balance or communication, or some sort, or some type of old and outdated energy needs to get out of, as far as the discussion when it comes to home, family, security, or some type of emotional stability. So some type of emotion needs to be communicated. So this would needs to be done. So based upon your individuality, or you feeling cut out of something, you may need to communicate some heart chakra in some way, shape, or form, or communicate some type of Cancer energy, something that's dealing with home, family, security, or a private, aka Cancer conversation, aka one of the air elements when it comes to the spade or the sword. There's two cards. Jesus Christ. Jesus. All these cards popping out. And y'all ain't shit. Y'all got blocked throat chakras. Y'all don't want no outcomes. Like I said, indecisive. Y'all indecisive about something. And for the most part, it's the big joker. So that means some external thing outside of you is what's making you indecisive. It's an external person, place, or thing that got to change a heart or something like that. And it's up to you to decide if you are agreeing with it and you gonna have that internal epiphany with it or not. So that could possibly be the outcome. But based upon this communication that needs to be had, based upon some personal one, based upon if you feel valued or not. That's the situation, y'all. But the outcome is, probably know what you want anyway. So hey, that's not saying much for you Geminis. No further than that. No further than that. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. That's it. Don't think Mercury got something to do with you. Don't think Jupiter got nothing. Nobody got nothing to do with you. Just the Sun and Moon. First card came out as the Four Hearts. So you could be your own worst enemy or you could be your own best friend during this particular time. So there's something you have to gain comfortability with when it comes into your emotions. You have to gain more comfortability with your emotions that you deal with in private. The deep ones and the mutable ones, aka the fixed Scorpio energy and the mutable Pisces energy. You got to add those because of the cut, but then it's the Cancer card. So you have to gain some type of emotional comfortability or some emotional intelligence. Or you're scared of your own emotions or something like that. So thank you so much for the Cash App, Crystal. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, you scared of your emotions in some way. So you have to be careful. You have to not scared of them, but there's something that you have to give yourself to because you could be your own worst enemy. And the situation that you in right now is needing to these emotions, these cups that you're dealing with, you need to gain comfortability with it. Comfortability, fourth house, Cancer, 4, comfortability with what? A cup, some type of emotion that you uncomfortable with. And that's what you're going through as a template right now. Now, this is what you need to do, though, with the next card. Your fellow sister or brother and sign, Pisces. So and then it's the Queen of Diamonds or Queen of Wands. So there's some type of faith, belief, or imagination or creative attribute you need to start filtering through the way you express yourself or your individuality or how you try to give or receive attention through in some way. Or there's some type of passion, motivation, desire, teaching, or some type of attention you can get for something that deals with your faith, belief, or your creativity in some way, shape, or form. So whatever you need to gain comfortability with emotionally needs to be expressed emotionally with or expressed creatively or expressed through faith and belief, aka with the Pisces energy right here, when it comes into your passions, motivations, and desires. So you have to look like a person who believes in their passions, motivations, and desires at this time. As soon as you gain comfortability with whatever emotion that you're not comfortable with. And this could possibly be the outcome. The third card. This could possibly be the outcome right here. Queen of Clubs, right? The faith and the outcome could be faith, belief, or your imagination could lead to some type of pinnacle, some money, stability, security, support. You know what I'm saying? And not a false sense of these things. So this could be the outcome. So if you go ahead and gain comfortability with that emotion, start expressing those faith and beliefs with your individuality, something to teach. Oh, something to teach. You can tell me I got goddamn things on my lip. Things that you got faith and belief in, creativity, and or motherfucking not mother trucking. The dreams and imagination and fantasies and things of that nature when it comes into the mutable water energy and all those. I mean, I'm talking about fire. Teaching or expressing or receiving and giving attention, or something that's dealing with your individuality that could be perceived as a gap like faith and belief in it or creative. And then the outcome could put you in a situation of being able to have that faith and belief materialize in some type of earth quality or pinnacle to a certain degree. So keep that in mind also. Thanks so much for the donation, Taurus Starseed. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I'm tired. No, nah, I ain't tired. I'm preserving my energy. I still got a lot of stuff to do. Leo, someone and send it. There's the card on the ground. I'm about to shuffle that again. It's missing a card, and it was both 6 anyway. This card was on the ground already, and this the one that came out. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave both of those up there just as a message. So the situation that Leo's in, right? You might be in a situation where you got to start to worry about the way you express yourself, your fun and enjoyment, your individuality, and start to worry about some type of communication or discussion or some type of balancing or some type of association in some way. Start working on these things or start solidifying it or practicalizing it. But the main one was this one, I think. Start worrying about your creative gifts, your individuality, your passions, and how you can give and receive attention. And that's the situation that you're in right now. What you should give attention to, what you should try to stabilize, what creative gift you should be working on, what you should be paying attention to as far as what works or what don't work, and health and things of that nature. That's your main situation that you in. Now this is what you need to do. Six of Hearts. So what you need to do is, what's up with all these sixes now? The hell going on with you goddamn tribe of Judeans? You tribe of Judeans. All this goddamn 666 energies and stuff. Oh, goddamn it. But for the most part, yeah, you gotta worry about some heart chakra or worry about some emotional stability, some deep passion, motivation, or your faith and beliefs and imagination, or some type of mood. You know what I'm saying? These are things you need to recalibrate, structure, work on some type of cup, work on some type of emotional stability in some way, shape, or form. This is what you need to do. Work on emotional stability, or work on a cup, or work on some type of deep passion, the motivation, or work on some type of thing that deal with some comfort zone or home or stability or familiarity. Let these things be worked on as far as the cup energy. So based upon paying attention to your creative gifts and talents, you might need to worry about those things when it comes to the home, or having faith and belief about it, or trying to initiate it, or trying to have a deep passion about it in some way. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. It better not be another damn 6 that come out. Now that's the outcome. The outcome is giving your grand support, or the 12 energy itself. Not the 12, 13. Cancer energy itself, or the king of swords, or just to look at it like that and things. The emperor. So this could be in a situation where there's some type of uncomfortability when it comes to expressing your emotions out of your throat chakra that you need to deal with. So you need to create some type of comfort, familiarity, or foundation that this sword could be expressed, so you're not developing no pent up energy or no auras or whatever like that. But that could be the outcome right now if you're not taking care of these energies, these qualities, aka paying attention or worrying about your creative gifts and passions, that you can start to gain emotional stability in some way, shape, or form. Therefore, whatever you're giving your grant support to, or whatever sword happening, it won't affect you as much as this outcome. You know what I'm saying? King of Swords, some type of cutting out of a home, family, or familiarity, or someone you're familiar with, or something like that. Some type of negative discussion, or some type of thing that needs to be had as a conversation in order to create some more balance. But if you do these first two things, then this won't be so harsh, but this would probably be what's needed to be had. Because, I guess why you got that card is because the sun is in your opposite sign. So you might got to cut some things out that you might not want to cut out. Too bad. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Mercury's. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Oh, shit. Boom. Alright, y'all got the 3 of hearts. So within your surroundings, in your environment, or something like that, there's some type of heart chakra, or some type of emotion, some type of cut that needs to be expressed. So you need to, in your environment, your surroundings, don't be sweeping nothing up under the rug. But this may be the situation that you're in right now. There may be elephants in the room, or spoiled milk or something like that, or skeletons in the closet that, people probably still around and still willing to not have that discussion, but that these heartfelt discussions need to be had. So that's kind of the situation that you're in at the moment. Or you may have people around you that may want to talk to you about something, but they just ain't talked to you about it yet. You might not know about it. It's like energies like that in your environment, your surroundings. There's some type of cup that's going to be expressed, and you can kind of sense it. So that's the template you in at the moment. Thank you so much for the donation, Emma. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Where's all the way from Holland? Where's Holland at? Is that another country? I'm ratchet. I don't be knowing these things. I know it somewhere, though. I'm familiar with it. So shout out to everybody at Holland. Okay, second, you got this. What you need to do. You need to cut someone else out. You need to cut somebody out. So 2 of Swords. Either cut somebody out or start to add some Taurus energy to your way of thinking, initiating conversations, standing on business, any kind of conversation you're into. Make sure you got some Taurus quality there. Standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have to be stubborn to certain things that ain't probably beneficial anyway. You know what I'm saying? You probably need to be stubborn to them things. But at the same time, this could be an energy where you need to create some type of conversation or communication, Aquarius like, Gemini like, or Libra like, initiating, fixating your own idea about it, or having the idea of how you think someone else may think about it. That's the mutable Gemini. But it needs to be about standing on business, stability, security, support, safety, shelter, material, maternal, or planning something. So the energy that you in your environment, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mercury, is your surroundings. There's some type of cup that needs to be expressed, some emotion, or based on someone that's familiar to you, family, friend, associate, whatever the case may be. And for the most part, what needs to be discussed is standing on business, some type of stability, security, support, some Taurus energy. That needs to be discussed through the air quality. And this could possibly be the outcome. Your opposite energy. So for the your opposite energy. So 12 or Queen of Swords. I mean Queen of Wands or Queen of Diamonds or the Pisces energy. But you having to filter that through your creative gifts, passions, motivations, what you're trying to teach, or how you're trying to receive or give attention. And for the most part, this could be the outcome. You know what I'm saying? So the outcome could be something that you may appear to look at it like it's uncomfortable, but it could be refreshing. It could be new, as long as it got something to do with your creativity, your faith, your belief. And if you got creativity and faith and belief into your individuality, the things that you teach or how you give and receive attention, then for the most part, these things could play out as positive. Pardon me. All right, Libras, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venuses. I had to breathe a little bit. I can't get messing around with y'all too. I'm trying to preserve the best way I can, because I know my hands be tied. So now I need about 8, 12 hands now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Feminine hands. You know what I'm saying? Not no wet water ball, cotton knuckle ball. You know what I'm saying? I need men hands and stuff for building bricks. You know what I'm saying? Building new communities and real estates and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 10 of spades. So for the most part, or 10 of swords. So for the, there's some type of situation going on when it comes into like the template you in right now, where you want to boss up, you want to have a certain status, you want to be known for something, and you is in a way of trying to find the right words. So it's not too mutable, not too fixed, not too cardinal, somewhere in a sweet spot where your status could come across to everybody in an equal way. And that's what you're trying to figure out right now before you even go for your pursuits. Or it might be people who already know what you got going on, but before you fully boast about it, you're trying to find the right way to like show, like say it, or put somebody onto it. That might be your main thing going on right now. Even if you're giving attention to someone else, you don't want your status to be at stake. So even when you're speaking for someone else, you're trying to come up with the right way to say it so you don't mess nothing up, mess your name up, so try not to think too hard about circumstances right now, but this the situation that you kind of probably in right now when it comes to your own goals or balancing with others because you're a Libra. It almost looked like it play out in a lot of scenarios as Libras, y'all might be defending people at the moment that you could kind of see you can't defend them, but the energy that they may be getting from other people or other family members that's involved, you don't think that's right either. So it's like you're still creating that little Libra balance within your situation at work, family, friends, or associations, but you might have to do it at the stake of someone who kind of don't deserve it though. They kind of, whatever everybody else at work or all the other family members is saying, they kind of right. But the energy they give into this person is still making you kind of defend them a little bit. Yeah, so it's like y'all could be in that kind of energy too, Libras, at this time. Now, don't take too much short ends of sticks though. You can't save everybody because y'all Libras got a weird sense of making crutches for people. And in your mind, you think you being a good co-worker, a good teacher pet, a good family member. And a lot of times you create bums. That person that slobber you wake up with on your face every morning, you made them a bum. And you made them feel like in certain areas that they can well do themselves, all the way to mentally thinking. You made them feel like without you they can't in some way, and it ain't gonna be until you just totally drop your water from them being able to use that, so they can know how much they supposed to participate in some way, or how much they supposed to have the ends of the stick, and not just what you created, because you can see from a distance with your Libra energy that people need assistance mentally to even maintain a relationship you in with them. All right, so let's see what you got to do. But that's the situation you might be in. I'm not sure gonna knock him. Damn oil on my damn mouth. All right, what you need to do is 7 of spades. So with the 7 of spades, 7 of swords. There's some type of, you could be your own worst enemy, like I was just explaining, or your own best friend right now. So don't take too much ends of the stick based upon becoming somebody's leverage for them to just use you as their crutch. So you got to be careful right now, and you got to open up your mouth with the 7 of swords. Let people know your role before things get out of hand and you be guilty by association and someone think that you're actually agreeing with things. It's okay to create balance, but also let things be known. Let the people know that, okay, yeah, you're defending, but also let the person know, or the family member or the coworker that you're defending, let them know that you also see where other people are coming from, and you also see how they're wrong too. And that will save you from becoming a crutch, and the friend, coworker, or the associate or the family member won't put you in a position where they can make an enemy out of you, because you'll put them in a position where they got to respect you defending them, but also remind themselves that they got to pick up their slack, because they can see how you're acting towards them. You're opening up your mouth. You're letting them know you do see them like everybody else see them too. So they can't just run to you every time everybody else see them a certain way, and you give them this energy like you agree with them in some type of way, knowing damn well this how you became a crutch, or you became getting the short end of the stick of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that's what y'all got to do right now, and this will be the outcome. And the outcome will be in your environment or your surroundings. You'll save more money. Something with your stability or your peace. You'll have more peace, or you'll be more productive. You won't be distracted with that person, place, or coworker, or however the case may be. Your environment, your surrounding, once you got those thoughts off and see where other people is coming from, the mutable air Gemini is going to transmute through the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. You're going to start to see how you need to start always acting like that, because somehow your pocketbook save more money in it. Somehow your wallet save more money on it, or somehow your mind is got less problems on it and stuff like that. So you'll start to see that, oh, a lot of that stuff was that narc in your at your job was dumping stuff on you. So that's the outcome. I'm trying to think, 'cause I don't want no star. I think I go wash my face real quick. Nah, it should be good though. Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Martians. Mars. Well, that was quick. I'm saying because the moon, because the moon is Scorpio right now. All right, so got the sign right next to you. So Sagittarius, 9 of Swords. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start communicating or discussing your faith, your belief, your spirituality, your stop being so manipulative. Or you might be in a situation right now where you're forced not to use your natural energies, where you keeping certain things hidden because when it's time to make a decision or open up your throat chakra, you could find the safe moment to do it. But sometimes that play out as negative and people thinking that you're manipulative even if you're not in that spirit. And sometimes it play out as very useful. You start to realize that's a good quality. With this space you're in right now, you're getting tested to not do that. With the 9 of Swords, it's making you have to communicate in some type of mutable, fixed, or cardinal error type way. Initiating some type of conversation, seeing where someone else is coming from, mutable version of it, or the fixed Aquarius version of it. Being fixated in your own idea, but making sure it's a healthy, rebellious one, not one you're just looking changes and rebellious for the sake of just being changeable and being negative. And then when you're communicating, it has to be about some type of internal faith or moral system or your ability to travel or expanding your mind. And expanding your mind is like releasing something that's inside of you. And with the Scorpio quality, that may not always feel comfortable to you. A Scorpio can change their mind about stuff all day. They not so ready to let another person know that they changed their mind about something. Because the Scorpio, even if they don't think the same, their mind could be somewhere else, but their body will still be there, especially when it comes to the females. But the Scorpio, it'll take them time to find the right opening, like a stinger, for them to express. And then if they change their mind about something, but let's say they built a friendship or something like that based upon a way they don't think no more, eventually they'll start to do negative things that don't seem like it have anything to do with anything in order to end the relationship or the friendship, or just slowly but shortly with time start to separate from that person because they start to look at that person as a person who they can't never find no opening to express the way they truly think now, because it might be so different than the mind state that they was in when they got that person in the first place, that they start to see that person mind state not even being a person they want to be around, even if they was to express them changing now, based upon the level of change that they had and how they know that this person will see them. So a lot of times, Scorpios, job will play out that kind of energy, and you're being tested right now not to do that. Or this the space that you're in, where your morals is being tested, what you holding on to is being tested, to see if is those even the right things to be holding on to, is those even the right things that actually be protecting you, or do it actually create worse scenarios like that. That's what it's about to, or it's like sabotaging scenarios. That's what you're getting tested with right now. Now, this is what you need to do though. We'll take the one on the ground. And you might got to learn how to do it because it's your square energy. But 5 of clubs. So you got to learn how to express yourself when it comes to standing on business more. Stability, security, support, safety. You got to do some more Leo type stuff. Some more expressive. Try to give or receive attention when it comes to things that deal with stability, security, support, safety, shelter. And therefore, when it comes into you getting tested at this moment with your moral system, then you'll start to realize what the moral system you're getting tested on. You having to get out your feelings. And you having to express standing on business or something material or structure or work ethic more. And this could possibly be the outcome. So that could even go for y'all relationship, Scorpios. You think to keep the relationship going is fucking and giving some person the emotional connection. And at some point, that might not be good enough. The person might be waiting for you to express when you're going to get a job. You know, it's all that fucking for survival shit and all that deep connection and shit like that. Hey, remember when I came and got you from your mama and stuff? That might not work right now. You might got to start expressing some other shit. Standing on business. And then this could be the actual outcome. The conversations and emotional support, or some type of private home, family, or comfortability, and some type of money, material, stability, security, support, safety, or shelter. So that's what you need to worry about, and that could be the actual outcome that's on your mind. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Jupiters. Well, I might have to. Yeah, let me go get a napkin real quick. Oh, yeah, give me 1 second. Alright. Shit. Alright. Right. Yeah. Ah, damn, I ain't fall right in my eye. Yeah, I'm starting to think they ain't even the chips. Yeah, these is oils. Yeah, these is oils. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me go ahead and put this shit back in the bun. Oh. Call it a goddamn year. The hell with a day, call it a year. Alright, now look. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. I mean Jupiter. Yeah, and the Jupiter. I know I had a card. Did I have a card? Eight of diamonds. So you got the in reverse, just like how the ooh. Tearing up. I think I need to go get upstairs. Go get a towel. So yeah, you got 8 of diamonds. So with the 8 of diamonds, just like how Scorpios got Sag, you got Scorpio energy, so it's in reverse. So y'all might gotta pay attention to each other in some way, shape, or form. Now, here's the thing: there's some type of thing behind closed doors that you need to start expressing, or you might need to put fire to a bad habit, or start to pay attention to things that you're doing behind closed doors to see if it's productive or not, to a certain degree. You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. Right? Is you working on something that's productive, or is you wasting time based upon distractions and people and places or jobs that's no longer useful and stuff like that? So there's some type of, either an emotion. There may be an emotion you're not paying attention to that could be transmuted and brought to the light and create some gift or talent behind it to a certain degree. So whatever in the dark you have to bring to the light. So that could be vulnerabilities. Who knows? So that's the situation that you're in right now as a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants and Jupiters. You're being tested based upon how much of the dark can you bring to the light. How much of your true feelings can be expressed as an individual, Aries energy, the wand, or can you teach it? Can it be looked at as a lesson, Sagittarius, or can you give and receive attention to people that may be in the same situation in that darkness and things of that nature? So you can't be in that position unless you express that vulnerability to see if everybody else is in that vulnerable state also, and things of that nature. That's giving and receiving attention. Therefore, you could teach it, Sagittarius energy, from that after that Leo, and then you could be seen as more of an individual, getting out of what's ever in the dark to see how much you could bring to the light to lead that situation, Aries, in some way. So that's the situation the universe is testing you right now. Oh, god damn. Hold on, let me go. Hold on, goddamn that. I really don't feel like running all the way upstairs. Alright, that's cool now. Alright, that's cool. Alright, we should be cool now. Alright, woo, woo. Alright, we should be cool now. Okay, so eight of diamonds. Alright. Now that's what you need to do. Now, put some swords to that stuff. Start having those discussions, even if you need help to a certain degree. There's some things behind closed doors and stuff like that that needs to be discussed, or it really needs to be on your mind and stuff like that. So when it comes to behind closed doors, transmuting that into a passion, motivation, or whatever the case may be, there's some things you got to cut out. You got to switch up. So switch up how you even do that, and how you deal with your deep passions and motivations and desires, and start to open up your throat chakra and communicate those things also, even if it may appear to be negative to a certain degree. But these are things that may have to be done. Like a bad habit you may have is, helping somebody that you're close to, or something like that, that may be taking advantage of it, and you might need to start communicating that and stuff like that, so you could transmute that, so you can actually go for your passions and stuff, no matter if it's negative or not, or someone have to be stung. And this could possibly be the outcome. The outcome is whatever on your mind, and whatever that you start, your heart, Cancer, communicating though, but Cancer energy based on heart chakra, or what's in private, or emotional stability in some way, shape, or form that can be connected. That can be connected with your deep passions, which you're trying to initiate, create a foundation around, as far as a mental home, aka others to feel comfortable in your presence or some way, shape, or form, or some type of mutable faith or belief or creative attribute in some way, shape, or form that can be conducted and gain comfortability and familiarity with. And you could build the home off that. So some type of home off your creativity, deep passions, or your familiarity circumstance to build, create a new mood and an emotion. So based upon behind closed doors expressing or putting attention to these things in the eighth house, bringing that darkness to the light, these things can start being communicated and things of that nature, even if it's a problem that you had that only going to be resolved if you bring it to the light and start communicating it from the eighth house. And then you'll be able to have more emotional connections in some way, shape, or form when it comes to home, family, or security in some way, shape. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Saturn's. Oh. Ouch. All right, y'all. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna find a hood rat real fast. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and just be like, nah, just show your hands. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna show their hands, but it'd be in some flight tarot card reading online. You know what I'm saying? One thing I realize about humans can't wait to be spiritual. I'm gonna go ahead and use some humans to be spiritual. Thanks so much for donation power to P. I appreciate that for the bar real stuff. Yeah, that's one thing I learned about humans. They can't wait to be spiritual. All I do is say the word. I get videos done. You know what I'm saying? I get all kind of other stuff done. Shit, make it it's just I don't like what it be used for and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to give humans grace. So I don't care if it's used for nails and then stuff like that. And men with shooting videos and stuff. I don't care if it's used for like sportsman hockey jerseys and stuff like that, like and Star Trek collections and stuff like that. I gotta not care about that. You know what I'm saying? You can't control everything. At least stuff get done. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Saturns. All right. Yeah, that's one thing I learned about humans. Humans do not compete unless they in the shadow government world. And when they compete, they don't look at it the way fake spiritual people that ain't even in no world look at it. When they compete, they all be like shaking hands. That's how they get cool. They be like, yeah, remember we clashed and all we had to have was that talk or whatever. Like, then they be sharing each other's business and stuff like that. We're like, dang, the humans be on it. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Saturns. This is the situation you in. Some type of home, family, or security, cancer, energy in some way, shape, or form, and a discussion needs to be had. That's no one ready to have it. So y'all might be in that type of situation where it's someone too mutable, someone too fixed, someone too cardinal, and all those things have to be blended in within the home or dealing with something private or a domestic issue that needs to start being communicated about. So these are situations where, you know, don't be scared. That family member need to hear that. They'll be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of y'all parents is narcs. So as soon as y'all tell them something that they didn't qualify you for, and it's actually seen as a bad thing, stuff like that, you might get called all other kind of things that ain't got nothing to do with the conversation itself. So it might be that type of discussions you need to have. At least show somebody where you stand, so they don't think that you just think you they look at you like you believe all they bullshit and stuff like that. No, eventually they'll come around, but you at least got to drop your ovaries or nuts, or you be a goddamn narc too. Shit. Now that's what you need to do though. You need to start communicating with friends or your surroundings and about standing on business. Something that's dealing with stability, security, support, safety, shelter, and all kind of stuff. That's where you actually need to do that for though. You know what I'm saying? So anytime that you ain't trying to have those discussions and stuff like that, or you do need to have those discussions, probably a lot of these discussions may have something to do with you ain't bringing something to the table, or someone else ain't bringing something to the table that you built, and it's got something to do with your environment, your surroundings, and your friends, that emotional conversation got to be had with, or you cutting someone out, and this could possibly be the outcome. Ouch, pardon me y'all. I want an outcome. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I don't care if you don't want one. I want one for you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, this is my reading too. I'm a Capricorn Saturn. So Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Saturn's in damn Capricorn. So all right, this one came out on the ground. Six of Clubs. So for the most part, this is a situation right here where oh yeah, okay, Six of Clubs. You gotta worry about your stability, security, support, safety, shelter, material, or this could be the outcome, right? You working on these things, and that's the things we need to be working on. Standing on business. If you go ahead and have that conversation about standing on business with that family member or that close person and stuff like that, that y'all don't want to have those conversations about, that's building a whole bunch of elephants in the room. And then for the most part, once that mutable conversations start to be had and stuff, and you can start standing on business, and it could be a little serious with the Taurus, Capricorn, or the Virgo energy and stuff like that, then therefore that Virgo quality that you was worrying about can actually manifest, and you actually had that in your hands to organize it and structure it, and have some good things to worry about, like what you gonna do with the things that other people worry about because they don't have it. Once you have it, you can worry about how you gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? And then that could be the outcome. Now, Aquarius is Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Saturn's. You got a three of clubs. So for the most part, you need to communicate. Well, the situation you in right now, Aquarius, is y'all needing to start communicating with your friends or your environment about standing on business, something to deal with stability, security, support, safety, shelter, or planning something. When it comes to your environment, your surroundings, or your friend circle. So that's the situation that you're in right now, and you may have a hard time doing that because it may not be nobody in your surroundings that may necessarily know how to stand on business and how you kind of see things based upon Gemini's your mutable side, and you being fixed, you're going to be able to see more mutable stuff and seeing where other people coming from, and you're going to be able to look at the people around you in your environment and see where they coming from a more mutable perspective, and be able to get out of your own fixated natures to even see if these individuals you around Are you giving them too much grace? And are they even standing on business about anything or not? So that's the situation that you're going to be currently in. Now, this is what you need to do. Queen of Hearts. What you need to do is start emotionally connecting in some type of way with your faith, belief, your dreams, your imaginations, your fantasies. And you probably know deep down as the Aquarius, that might take some disassociation. That might take some separating from people, places, and things you're probably not quite ready for based upon if they standing on business or not. And their way of standing on business might not even make you emotionally secure in some type of way. Like, it's just, for you Aquariuses, y'all probably going through a time right now where it's hard to mix emotions with standing on business, where both of these things are supposed to be blended in. But you either around people that you care about that ain't standing on business, or you're either in a situation where you're standing on business, but it ain't nobody around you that you care about that can stand on business like that. It's like you're caught in some type of limbo. So it's like you can't necessarily come at the people you care about wrong, because you just know that's where they mind at, nor can you fully go for your creative gifts too, and but it's no one there to blame there either. It's like you're caught in some type of, it's like it may be some type of cycle thing going on. And then by the sun being in Aquarius, it's just probably making you focus on all that. I think Pluto going in Aquarius too might be that. Everybody forced to change, and it's hitting you harder. You got to be the example for us. And if no one have no example for all of us, that's how it's going to play out. That's harder for Aquarius than anybody else. So it really ain't like something you're doing. It really ain't something nobody else is doing. You got to make sure you're not acting towards people like it's like that, though, because it may appear to be that way. But we're all going through a shift. And it just so happened you're the sign the shift is happening through. So even the harsh scenarios may feel like the more pressure is on you. And this may be an outcome. Five of Hearts. So the outcome could be you expressing some type of emotional cup that can get a lot of attention. Some type of emotion or feeling that can lead into it appearing to be creative, and you hit some type of jackpot creatively, and you get the spotlight on you in some way, shape, or form. So it's just about standing on business in your environment, pouring into your faith and belief, being willing to disassociate or whatever the case may be, even though that you might not have to do that. It just might be a different way of you having to go about things, because you got to lead us by an example. And that example will lead into whatever that you express with your emotions or whatever the case may be. Even if it appear to be negative, it won't be seen as negative. It'll actually be seen as what we all need to do, because we all got to look at you being the actual sign that this new shift is going through as far as Pluto. And this cut that you express will get you a whole lot of attention that is up to you to transmute it into material, maternal, or however the case may be. Or just being social media famous, which is where a lot of other people fail. And last but not least, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What time is it? Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. And Jupiter's. That was uneven. Let me do that one more time. Everybody got to be fair. Be fair. Okay. There we go. Damn, 3 cards came out. All right, there we go. Big Joker. So for you Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Jupiters, there's an external person, place, or thing that has a change of heart or change of feelings. And it's going to be up to you to have an epiphany on how you want to deal with it. Or do you change your feelings and emotions and stuff? But this is not the small Joker, the black, the dark one, where it's black, not racist, black, how the people who make these cards know how the occult witch trial times and medieval times was doing it. Thank you so much for the cash app, Demari. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Dark just means using all them colors, ideas of the rainbow, mixing them all together to try to manifest something in the world, so it turned into darkness, right? So that's darkness is just when you use your emotions but create a false sense of light to get that deep emotion met. So manipulation, basically. But for the most part, this is the big joker. So this is an external person, place, or thing. A location is changing that you was going to that was sufficient for you or negative for you. Whether you planted good or bad seeds, the epiphany is going to play out in that, the opposite energy of to that. Whether the thing you was using is no longer useful, or something that you was using is now get ready to become useful, or whether a person has a change of heart, or manager or something like that, or negative or positive, whatever the scenario the case may be. And it's up to you to have that internal dealing with it to match it or not. So that's the situation that you're probably dealing with right now, Pisces. Now let's see what you need to do. Go ahead. Well, this wanted to come out, but that came out, so I can't say two cards. First come first. Well, we'll do what the other sign did. What was the other sign that had 2 6s? We'll do it like that. So, because really, the Joker is like a wild card, so that'd be really out your hands. So, you ain't the only person who got the other, someone, I forgot the other sign. You might need to pay attention to the other sign that has something like that. Something they going through, you might be going through something similar. Okay, now, but then you got the King, or the Cancer energy of clubs. So you have to care more about your stability, security, support, safety, shelter, planning, and stuff like that. These are things that you have to care more about and start to gain more comfortability with. And it may have something to do with expressing internally or externally, expanding, traveling, teaching, learning, or something that changing your morality so you can be seen more as an individual or get more attention in some way, shape, or form. So that's what you need to do. You need to start traveling with the mind, opening your mind up, or probably physically traveling for some type of creativity or more of your individuality or things you want to more individually do. And you have to care about your stability, security, support, safety, planet, and things that are material and maternal. And this could be the outcome. Two of diamonds. Some stability, security, or support starting to gain attention now, or starting to perceive as an individual. You're getting individual support, or you can start teaching others or learning more about support, security, stability, foundation, material, and maternal. You know what I'm saying? So something more positive when it comes to the Taurus energy, or when it comes to your creativity, your passions, or individuality. They might have a more stable, consistent place to be expressed. And what time is okay? It's still early. But yeah, so that's the situation you guys is in, what you need to do, and what possibly can be the outcome. Now, always remember this: everybody got free will. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got free will, so always chalk that up. So you're not gonna make your father not a narc. You're not gonna make your drunk auntie not a narc. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know that they're not gonna be into this like you are. They're not gonna be watching your EL. They're not gonna be watching other people online like that. And the stuff they do watch may say sometimes similar things, but you know it's on their level. So don't just go dumping everything because you probably heard them listen to something on their phone or something like that. And you're like, oh, they might get it now. No, don't create another weird scenario with you and your peoples or you and your co-workers and stuff. Let it be a little easy there so you can still clock in and clock out without having to figure out when you don't want to work there no more because there's too much elephants in the room, and everything will be smooth. And then God will show you when it's time to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it'll be around that time income tax come or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it smooth, keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? You ain't there to make no friends or nothing. You there to get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? Get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get in and then get stuck in, even when you're out, that's gonna be the only thing on your mind. So your day off, everything at work on your mind. When you're off work and you're clocked out, everything on your mind still at work and stuff. So that's because you're developing too much of that tides. So it could be things that you said, and other people gonna be coming on another shift, and other things gonna be talked about, and you ain't at work. That's gonna be on your mind while you at home. So then you at work even when you at home. Now you didn't got too involved at work. That's when that happens. You didn't got too involved. So eventually a situation gonna create where your spirit itself and all other spirits at work either create a scenario someone else gotta leave, you wanna quit, or create a scenario where someone get fired or something like that, and it's all a play out as a result of the starting point of the energy that if you don't know how to control, you will let it control you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta be aware of all the mechanisms that's happening, because there's always a reason to why you're in what you're in. And for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I really want to talk spiritual. I'm trying to think. Should I just go on the Ratchet channel? You know what I'm saying? Because I really like to keep this channel astrology and stuff like that, for real though. But I got some deep game. Because it's like, when you don't understand that these things is portals and shit, you don't understand that, like, it's a experience. And when you are experiencing things, you make a stargate, you make a portal. So you go in things, you exit out of another thing, and you exit into something else. And based upon what space you in, that lets you know what you are aware of. You are aware of some existence, and that existence is a city or state you're in Babylon. And the buildings is this a collection of mental blocks, thoughts and feelings. So when a spirit is in a different space than your family member, friend, or associate, this is why you having different thoughts and feelings too, not similar ones, just from your observation. So whoever you talking to, you ain't gonna be able to agree with them on nothing from your observation, because y'all in different cities, y'all in different spaces, and y'all looking at different buildings, different thoughts and feelings. So when y'all express these things into the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, then y'all could be in the same place physically and be in totally different places in the spiritual world and shit, where y'all just too distant. You just can't connect. You just can't see where this person, their character, water, consciousness is coming from. That spirit too far away from you in the spirit world to see where they are coming from. Their creations that they shot towards you, and yours that you shot towards them. Both of y'all can't see where y'all coming from, because just to connect as spirits, y'all too far away to do that. So it take a long time for the water flow to even get there. So even if you just met somebody at your job and y'all character don't resonate, it may take a long time for y'all to start connecting. It do that first in the spiritual world, then it'll play out in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. It took you about a good 6 months for you to really start getting cool with that person and greeting them every day, and them greeting you. Because previously it was just like a weird vibe. Y'all see each other every day, but it was just something that you would tell a person that's cool with them is just something you don't like about them, and they was doing the same thing to you, and it was like respected at that point until like certain other situations may have played out and things of that nature. In the spiritual world, that was what's happening. Y'all so far in the spiritual world, even though y'all in different times there. But in the physical world, once upon a time, y'all was in the same space, spring the seed that manifested as a hell to get trapped in down here, even though y'all normally like to go to y'all normal spaces. So that one space was just working in Babylon in their apartment complex, electronic building system that they had y'all build, to have a job there, to have a peace of mind up there, because they got y'all living in reverse. And a lot of times y'all just go to work and meet up there too. So that's how y'all meet up down here too. So y'all really never in the same space. So the little small percentage level, y'all manifest being in the same space, probably won't be able to stand each other, and y'all never even said a word to each other. All it took was the first day, couple days y'all seen each other, and just picked up the vibe based upon you observing this person's character and seeing how they may act, and you're not familiar with that, and them doing that with you. And then for the most part, all those sparks of friction, even if y'all not saying nothing to each other, those feelings that both of y'all gotta have for that elephant to be in a room, is what's actually happening at that moment is in the spiritual world, is y'all water flows trying to get closer. It's still space in between it though. That's that confusion and I don't fuck with that person energies when it condensed down to the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. But it's getting there though, because really when you truly don't fuck with anyone, or just a person who's truly an enemy, or lack admiration at all, they purely wouldn't even be on your mind anyway to even care to hate or like. So eventually you guys are creating an event anyway. That's why I be telling y'all be having to be careful. Like I had to do this a lot in my life. Like early in my life, when I was living with my mother and stuff like that, and things like sometimes these people, especially with Virgo energies and stuff like that, they be like internal haters or something like that. So sometimes you got to tell them, like, other people in the neighborhood, don't think about them too much, because you could manifest an event and it might not be that way, but it could become that way, to the point that now it is that way, and y'all do how y'all was thinking. Now y'all gotta really start being negative to each other every day, and it don't gotta be like that. All y'all old ladies and stuff like that gotta live on that street. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying, y'all can't be in a weird competition. You know what I'm saying? It'd be weird competition. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I can make my grandkids and my children do this in my yard more faster than your kid. You know, like y'all don't be knowing that. Y'all get there later on in life. Y'all get there. Hopefully I can get there, like I said, because I appreciate certain things like that too. You know what I'm saying? I like to be nosy and sit my ass down and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. I don't hate on everybody in the neighborhood. Like, ooh, that whole kid's never come over there and cut her grass. I want to do that too. I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that shit too. I said, oh, ooh, look at her grandkids ain't shit. You can tell none of them got a job. Yeah, I want to do that too. I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I ain't gonna front. I want to do that too. Thank you so much for the cash out, Nicole. I appreciate that from my heart. Real stuff. Shit, I want to get on to do that too. Shit, that's what the shit. That's way better than TV. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Early in life, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I might not understood it. I might looked at it weird, but as I get older and stuff like that, I start looking at it like, oh, okay, I see that. I see why people want to leave. Oh, yeah, that is way better. The hell with that TV. Hell yeah. I'm saying shit. I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit, you could save the whole neighborhood life. You catch all the crimes, catch everything and shit. People ain't got no business doing shit on the street. I say you be the first person to see it and shit like that. Police be on the block so fast and stop all that. Yeah, shit, yeah, y'all need some narcs, old ladies in y'all hoods, old narcs, specifically Virgos. And we ain't gonna allow it to. Y'all Virgos got to hold that. We ain't gonna let it go to the Libra, Scorpio. Y'all got to hold that, all right? Y'all gonna hold that for a little bit. Y'all gonna hold that one. Y'all gonna hold that one. You know what I'm saying? Over that. I love y'all. Other than that, hey, you know what I'm saying? But just spiritual systems and stuff like that, there's a whole lot of things you have to look at if you could catch it as a mechanism. You could stop a whole event from happening if you just understand what mechanism you already in, what city you in Babylon already in, what buildings you already looking at. Because if you the only one see things that way, you the only one there in the spiritual world. You ain't gonna be able to explain the buildings you see. I don't care how good you can see the carvings and the Masonic symbols on the cornerstone of their downtown city hall building in Babylon spiritual world. If a person ain't there with you, they not going to be able to understand what you're saying. They gotta wait in the 3rd dimension till they go through those experiences, because they live in reverse. And in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, hopefully they mind go to that city, that corner you was at, and they able to see what you was looking at, what building you was looking at, and be like, oh, this the brick. And then in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, it'll play out as this person understanding you now. You see what I'm saying? Whatever y'all was talking about, that ain't got nothing to do if you thought we was talking about buildings and shit. Didn't I tell you this ain't the physical channel? I'm sorry I don't be having other words to use and stuff, but it'd be the best words I could use so you can clearly get the picture and be like, okay, it's actually that though. Like the spiritual world actually look like down here though, but it ain't that. But the only way to describe it, you gotta call it the things that it condensed in to become to be. Like, it's weird. Everything is like a contradiction type stuff. Everything is oxymoron-y. Like, everything is in reverse. But once you understand that, you'll be able to make sense out of it. It won't be a confusion to you the way Google trying to teach you oxymoron definition and stuff like that. They kind of throw you off. They be trying to understand stuff, but they don't be understanding it from the clearest perspective. Unless it's the shadow priests and the people that be making the little scripts to go down a little trickling system to get released through the news reporters and stuff like that to relay that watered down Masonic Crate Challenge knowledge to y'all. So everybody in the world be on one train of thought, line of reasoning, even when y'all don't think y'all doing what they want y'all to do. So they done got the psychology game sold up to have, so they don't be hanging people upside down on crosses and stuff anymore. Because the thing is, they need people. They just don't need too much. That's where DP come into play. Where we ain't talk about in gangs, you getting DP discipline. We talk about depopulation. Be quiet. Night is the night they ride. Whole 4th of July, goddamn fireworks and shit. We ain't nowhere near July. Trying to play the Yamaha keyboards and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You get my drift. We're going to keep it real PBS-y though. We're going to keep it real PBS-y over here. Real PBS-y. But you know what I'm saying? It's hard to be PBS watered down and like trying to release all the spiritual knowledge in your mind. It can't do it. So I see why they put people in this type of system online and not care about it so much. And I see why they keep the way they do it hidden and they only do it as a small group and practice it on the masses of the world. Like I see why though. I hate to see how some ways they do it is positive because it's only working for them. So that made me look at it like it's negative because I'm already on the opposing side. But I don't have no bias. I'm able to cherry pick real good and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no dog in the fight. I don't want to feel like I'm being attacked and stuff like that the way that they can get away with other people. Then I start feeling like my intelligence is being insulted. You don't do that to Uriel. Then once I start getting angry, I start seeing better results. Then I could go ahead and smile again and stuff like that and be monetized and stuff. But other than that, I just don't like, sometimes it's the ways of the world though. Like, I don't like it. Like, I don't be liking the ways of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? God ain't put me down here to comply with every goddamn thing. Like, I'm willing to work with humans, but you gonna work with me too. I'm gonna put some stuff on the terms and conditions too. You're not gonna have some type of esoteric concept what I can or cannot talk about. No, Uriel could talk about anything. Got Uriel, please. I got things on this contract. It's my things on my contract as you want to hope I don't go this deep. So that's what I'll put on there. I'm willing not to go this deep with it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna express it though. You know what I'm saying? But I just won't go on and on about it for 10,000 live streams. That's the only, you gonna have to, or shit, you can kiss my ads for goddamn YouTube commercials and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real good team player though. Okay, nobody tell Uriel I ain't a good team player. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta know what game we playing. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game. So all I need to know is what game we playing. I'm ready to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to be a player. I just need to know what game we playing. What's this, chess? What's this, checkers? What's this, goldfish? What's this, tic-tac-toe? You know what I'm saying? And God ain't say, oh, just because a person ain't know tic-tac-toe got X's and O's, and you have to be easy on them. Oh, just because a person on the chessboard, they don't know how to play chess, got to be easy on them. Oh, just because a person playing checkers, and y'all playing checkers, you could take it easy. No, you go hard on all games, and someone who ain't as hard got no business being on the board if you ain't get all those allegories. God needs soldiers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you that straight up. God needs soldiers, and you don't play around with that, or you won't have no life or have no situation for no goddamn nothing, not even no damn relationship. You don't have shit and doing nothing for God. I mean, Smith. Oh, but there you go, ass Smith. You know, no smitten gloves when you be playing baseball and stuff, trying to hit the home run when it comes to your success and your goals. You know what I'm saying? You won't be hitting a home run out the park. You won't be knocking it out the park. You'll be somewhere crying, liberation, liberation, where it ain't no park no more. They done made a hole in our minds, made us build concrete parks, New York City complex buildings outside, walking on fake grass, fake yard, and the fake playground and stuff. Everything's synthetic and GMO. New York City parks ain't even real. They GMO parks. They made a city, took over the indigenous people parks, made deals with the Indians that was like taking over stuff, and got rid of the natural parks and made GMO parks where they decided it to go. So it's like a park on top of concrete and shit. Like, other than that, the grass and dirt on top of concrete. Yeah, go outside right now in Taft Projects. Go outside right now on Tremont Avenue. Go outside right now on Harlem before 45th Avenue and goddamn Lenox Ave. And go in the little part next to the playground where the little centimeter 4+4 box in of dirt at. Go try to bury something. Your shovel ain't even gonna go 3 feet. You gonna hit concrete. Oh, that's a concrete under y'all parks. They got rid of the natural parks, made the city first, then made a synthetic GMO, matronic electromagnetic helio, goddammit, what they call that? Heliocentric ball, goddammit, park. Oh shit. They made it. New York City, y'all got a holographic universe park. Oh, look at that. Y'all got a holographic universal park in New York and shit like that, and 5 Indians. Everybody else, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, goddamn Spanish, goddamn black niggas, Negroes, Caucasians, and white people, all big melting pot, and about 5 Indians. Then the rest Jews. Oh, I'm saying that's it. It's a whole synthetic city, like a whole made up city. I come to New York, I can't find no Indians unless it's a mud or something like that. They all got wiped away with smallpox. These guys be getting rid of everybody. They got a story for everybody. Don't y'all get it? They got a gas box story. Y'all know who for who. They got a smallpox story. Y'all know for who. They got a hanging on tree slave ship, stripper club, Atlantic trade stage story. Y'all know for who. They got a bondage, first slavery Arab story. Y'all know who. The first over there, Arab. So they got a story for everybody. How come y'all don't see who doing that today time? When you go fight a war or something like that, who picking up a weapon and who ain't picking up one? You know what I'm saying? When you go in to see as you registered to vote, who got to go push the button to vote, and who can just get up there and talk and boast and tell you to vote for it and to get vote for it? See what I'm saying? You got to think about these things. Learn how to compare and contrast. So you ain't got to follow the money and the history. You can follow the practice. The equilibrium. It's always a trinity. Then when you follow the practice, you could jump through time and go through all the histories And all the money practices, even all the way to they ain't using paper with somebody's grandkid, ugly grandkid on there anymore, on a green Polaroid picture. You go all the way back to they using gold, other type of TI notes, and you could go through all the history when they were using different languages and names. And when you follow the practice, that's the one thing you'll be able to spot. Oh, these motherfuckers doing the same thing though. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to debunk a theologian or whatever like that, because they'd be like, no, masonry was made in 1776. You'll be able to be like, oh, you following the money and the history. Let's follow the practice. Hey, when it was called gildery, they was doing the same thing. Way before George. So who? Oh, that's oral tradition then. A practice. The hell with the word you lost in. So your religion might just be one version of their witchcraft. So you'll be able to debunk everybody. Like, you'll be able to debunk everybody when you just follow the practice. Follow what these niggas doing. It don't matter if once upon a time, if this time on the Western Hemisphere, on the first day of church, they call the witchcraft, it's the blood of Jesus Christ and the flesh. And when you're practicing the ceremony, you're drinking cranberry juice and eating crackers. It don't matter that they got it with that name and language and this history right now, and the way this money look. When you follow the practice, you will see motherfuckers with holy grails, with ceremonies of communions and stuff like that. All the way to the point that niggas was actually doing that shit with reprobates and eating the organs after they kill people, hanging Peter and Paul upside down on trees. You know what I'm saying? They get deep. You'll be like, oh, okay, this is a practice. The hell with the shit they talking about. You know what I'm saying? These niggas doing it. I mean, niggas. Damn, I think I done messed up. See, talking too much on this job. I'm talking too much. This part gonna be yellow as heck. But yeah, you know, other than that, you'll be able to see all the witchcraft. Ooh. Leave me alone, Grandma. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just follow the practice. And the history lessons, you'll be able to be like, whoever teaching you a history lesson now, they teach you it through the lens of a bias. And they get ready to rock you to sleep because they're using that history lesson to make them seem like they're superior and they're wise because they're teaching you about a history that could benefit them. And that was the whole point of history. Rocking people to sleep, sending puppets to certain areas to rock that audience to sleep, like the blind leading the blind. That's like the Manly P. Hall stuff, the basketball players, celebrity stuff. They make you think this is what you have to do to be somebody in this world, and they created the concept of what it means to be somebody. That's why these things always seem hard for you, because it ain't some shit that's naturally for you that you can learn the mechanism to do it the way you know how to do it. There's a system somebody else came up with, and their generations and ancestry system is so far away from you, it don't even matter if you learn how to do it the best way possible. You still gonna get crumbs. Which is why we got preachers today. A preacher will never be in the position of the Pope. They even make up an excuse that they don't want to, and something wrong with that. Then what's your point, Dan? That's just a lesser level of the witchcraft that they put everybody in. When things ain't going right for you, don't blame them. Blame the God they gave you. So you think it ain't they God. You think it's your God punishing you for you not having something that they created for you to think that is what you need to feel like you somebody in the world. So you'll be like, I don't got no money. Oh, it must be God punished me right now. And they made money important for you to even feel like anybody, because it takes money to get a house and stuff like that, right? But in all actuality, they made up that system. They don't got nothing to do with God. They could have came up with anything for us to go about something. We could have learned how to build houses in school, and by the time you graduate, by you graduating, you got a house for you already. You was building that house the whole time going through grade school, and the females was going through figuring out how to carve it out, or clean it up and stuff like that. So like all y'all blaming on God is how they can play God on all those levels. Because the moment you start getting money, you're gonna say thank you, God. And if they made up that construct, you're saying thank you to them on all levels. There is no way to separate God from them when you're in that type of situation. But in your mind, you think you doing that. No, you not. There is no way of separating God from them at that point. They made that possible. You're just using their way of thinking about it to think that it got something to do with without them, but you got the concept to separate it in your mind from them too. You're using their language to even think they don't have nothing, to even say in your mind they ain't got nothing to do with this. Thank you, God. You're using their language. They got everything to do with it. You're using a whole concept just to be who you are and feel like you somebody. That's why I don't be caring about none of this type of stuff on that deep level. On that very deep rooted level, I can give a hell about this world. I'm not in this world like that. I'm just of it. I'm not in it like that. I do not develop no desires like that. I only have a will. And if my will ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. I ain't about to force it and turn it into a desire. And I think, I feel. That's like cussing out God. That's blasphemy. God says, so you like forget what God talking about. You just gonna go ahead and do what you do. God could have been protecting you from stuff, all kind of things. You get ready to jump into something you ain't ready for. That's all that is. You didn't let your thoughts and feelings, the devil, take you into something you ain't ready for. Y'all got to be spiritually careful, but y'all don't know how to be spiritually careful in this world that got you already thinking that the right thing to do is that negative stuff, because it got something to do with the survival energy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to peep game. We got 8 minutes left. Yeah, so y'all got to peep game. It get deep when you observing spirituality and stuff, and trying to, like, participate in a way that it could be easy, but you're in a world that was built on things being hard. So it's like having some type of moral system that doesn't work or damage your spirit, because you'll feel like you're in a world you don't belong in. You know what I'm saying? But you come out of thin air, so you kind of manifested to come here. So it ain't what you do, is how you do it. It's kind of like just you having to get with the program and just chalk it up. Things is how they are. That's how they're gonna be. You thinking and feeling it could be another way is you damaging yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to transmute your thoughts and feelings to get with the program, and find some form of acceptance or satisfaction somewhere. And then that's when you're going to really start to materialize and manifest anything that you thought you was trying to look for when you was in that other negative space. But you need to keep that in mind too. You know what I'm saying? It get deep out here. But yeah, the world changing little by little. And the most retarded people waking up nowadays. But it's like too late. So, still our aunties and grandmothers and stuff like that probably have to go through another shift. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people are waking up at a time that it's too late to act out those things that they're waking up on now. So it's going to be a lot of wish I shoulda, couldas, and resentments. And that's going to build into a large reincarnation pool. But with this reincarnation pool, at least that next time people would know how to do what they need to do at an earlier age. And then that's going to speed up the process of this becoming a better world or a better atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing that y'all just need to do. Y'all just have to go through the experiences. Like, being taught every time, all the time, doesn't necessarily do it. Because it just half the battle. You're able to be aware of something in the mind. So you may have better decisions that you can make when you actually go through the experiences, that's the other 50%. So sometimes you can't really teach a person all the time without them experiencing something for themselves. You could tell a kid to not put their hands on the stove until they put their hands on the stove themselves and realize why you said it now. And come up in their mind like, damn, you must have put your hand on the stove before and it hurt it. That's why you were so aggressive when you was telling me not to put my hands on the stove. So, like, this how it plays out, where still teaching the people works, because still telling a kid that if you put your hand on the stove, the way that you expressing it to them, they could be aware. So even if they get excited, be a little devilish to still do it, they do it with something else on their mind. So they're a little bit more careful. Where it could have been a situation they burnt down the whole house. It was just a situation that they burnt their hand a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's still good to still do the 50% of teaching people, but a lot of times it is not always the full context of how something going to work. You need the other 50%, the experience. You know what I'm saying? But both of them work together to bring the 100% of full surrounding of everybody being helped and knowing what to do. You can't not just teach. So if you have some knowledge and you're holding it to yourself and being a narc, trying to have expectations and stuff, God gonna punish you and stuff like that. So you're gonna be in a lot of situations of knowing better but not doing better. So you're devaluing yourself also and not showing your true self at times is needed, getting taken advantage of, and you be in a situation of a casualty, even all the way to death. And other people who was around you got to be like, well, that person was wise. They never went to their potential. They never did that. Or just that and the third. That'd be the type of conversations people be having. Even if you walking around alive but dead. So you just walking around being a dope and not doing nothing that people once upon a time think that it looked like it was a potential. You're just too damaged at some point. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be that damaged. And online messing a lot of things up right now too. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, once we go through this shift, next reincarnation will be a lot better. People will wake up a lot faster at earlier times. So it won't be so much extreme resentment, extreme wish you shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and things of that nature, and not taking the opportunities when you were supposed to and stuff like that. I'm saying, because you know, people have to you have to understand, like it can't be too slow. Life could be here and gone tomorrow for anybody. For me, you, I hate to speak like that, and I don't want to speak like that. I like to speak life, but you know, it comes to those that don't have no passion, and you manifest lack of care. So those be the individuals that other people who are passionate, such as myself and others and things of that nature. It can happen to anybody. I don't like you to speak because, you know, life is crazy. But to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Individuals who lack care be the people who be playing out as an example for other people to have something that they already was doing, was caring about, but losing fuel on to remind them, no, pick the fuel back up. You need to be appreciating things because you see who you was just around is somewhere in their life they wasn't caring about something, which led them into an event that physically we can see they have a care no more. So at some point in the situation, you want to make sure that you got something you care about, you add as much fuel to that as possible if you want to be here. So you'll be on the times that's very different than the 5 seconds before or the 5 seconds after accidents happen for individuals. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Hey, you know, it's a close call for you that you close to a city that you can hear a gunshot in the next street in Babylon, aka in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, for you to even witness something, but you wasn't a victim. You know that you just still involved in something a little too deep, and that could have been you. Time to separate from that whole environment as a whole in the spiritual world. So in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, you don't even have to be a witness to no bullshit and be privy to that shit as an awareness. So it can start developing on your mind to manifest in situations at small percentage scales in your life, even when you ain't even in the environment of that event. You know what I'm saying? That happened. So you gotta be careful. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell telling me, look, get the fuck out of here, man. I hate people who just watch me for damn entertainment. Get out of here. Block. Tell me what the fuck to do. Fucking retard. Reprobates. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I'm coming to online. I'm going online every day, cussing out people every day now. Now I'm just cussing out people. Because it's like I'm attracting leisure time people and stuff like, hell no. Hell no. I'm not want to attract no damn dopes no more. Bitch, you go to fucking sleep. It's your fucking non-having life. I'm saying real. Bitch, when I go to sleep, I miss money, I miss circumstances, I miss situations, I miss emails, I miss all kind of goddamn shit. I miss time to make motherfucking music, all kind of shit. You take your fucking low life energy ass off my motherfucking channel. I do not want no fucking low lives on my motherfucking channel. Real motherfucking shit. I mean that motherfucking shit. I'm tired of talking to dopes Like I could be sitting up here for like a goddamn whole hour talking some good knowledge or some shit like that, and a fucking reprobate just want to come in and troll or say some fucking stupid shit. I hate that fucking shit. Lord Jesus Christ. It don't make no goddamn sense. But yeah. It don't even make no motherfucker don't make no goddamn sense in this goddamn shit. Like you just be talking all kind of good knowledge. You think you talking knowledge and stuff like that. There's somebody that's listening. They probably lost in colors and stuff like that just to say something dumb like that. You take your dumb ass to sleep. You ain't got shit going on. Of course you got nothing else to do but go to fucking sleep. I said real shit, fucking asshole. Dumbass. I'm saying real shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start blocking cussing motherfuckers out every day. Cause yeah, look, that's for future people just like that that'll come on my live or and just be new to my channel. They already know what energy not to bring to my channel. I'm saying real shit. But yeah, I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all stay spiritually protected, cause y'all see what kind of spiritual warfare I go through. Y'all say y'all see it. So yeah, y'all stay spiritually protected out here, cause we at the end times for real. This is the end times for real. You know what I'm saying? Everything. But it's a free fall, so it's a gift and a curse. You can like change some shit right now and just come up. But at the same time, at what cost? Whole lot of things got to be sacrificed because we're not even in that old world anymore of the things we attach to that eventually manifest as the things we're looking at as having to sacrifice. So yeah, y'all stay spiritually protected. It's getting crazy out in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, we 2 hours in. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff.